In this tutorial, we're going to show you how to adjust your timeline when you create text or graphics, shape layers, whatever it is, but you can adjust on your timeline. By default, when you create something, it's going to assume that you want it to appear throughout the entire length of your animation. And that's what this means. This is the beginning of it, and this is the end of it. And each object that I have here fills it completely. But it doesn't have to if you don't want it to. So say, for example, our alarm clock here, we don't want it to appear throughout the whole length of time of our animation. So I'll select the layer that it's on, go into my timeline, go to the end, and you can see how it turns from the selector tool to an adjustment arrow. I can then click and drag and then decide where do I want it to end at. And we'll say right here. So when I scrub through, the clock will stay on and then disappear after that point. This is the length of time that this clock appears in my animation. But I have a watch and other objects in here as well. And say I want the watch to appear when the clock disappears. I can click on the layer that holds the watch and I can move it to where I want the watch to begin at in the animation. So my clock stops and then the watch appears. And then when the watch appears, it will remain throughout the whole animation unless, again, I adjust it. So let's just go ahead and adjust it down. So that now the clock disappears and then the watch appears. If you want things to stay for the same amount of time, you can again move your object, adjust it to the same length. So that now, not only does the clock disappear and then the watch appears, but it will stay on the screen for the same amount of time. And you can do this for anything that you create in Adobe After Effects.